Bienvenidos and welcome to another episode of Spain on a Fork. Today we're coming in with a very unknown Spanish recipe, this time from the beautiful region of Valencia. As you know, happens to be where I was born, famously known for their Mediterranean coastlines, but most importantly, for making some of the best rice dishes in the world. We're talking Spanish baked rice with tuna and tomatoes. This is known as Arroz al Horno con Atún y Tomates. And let me tell you, this dish is filled with so many authentic Spanish flavors. It's super easy to make, and the best part, it's all done in about 45 minutes. Folks, serve this dish next to a garden salad and bottled Spanish wine. More specifically from the region of Alicante, you gotta have yourself a fabulous meal. Alright, let's just jump right into this. I'm gonna add 3 cups of vegetable broth into a saucepan, which is 720 milliliters. You can also use chicken broth here, or even water if you like. Just make sure to season accordingly if you're using water. And we'll also pinch in a 1/4 teaspoon of saffron threads, which is a little under 1/4 gram. And we'll heat it with a medium heat. At the same time, I'm going to heat an oven-proof paella pan with a medium heat as well. The size of the one that I'm using is 30 centimeters, which is about 12 inches. You can also use a cast iron skillet here, or any other type of oven-proof pan. And add in 2 tablespoons of pine nuts, which is about 20 grams. And we're going to pan roast the pine nuts between 3 to 4 minutes. And you want to make sure to mix them around continuously. After 3 to 4 minutes, and the pine nuts are lightly pan roasted, we'll remove them from the pan and set them aside. Now, using the same pan with the same heat, I'm going to add in a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil, which is 60 milliliters. Make sure you use the good stuff here. This is what truly makes a difference in this recipe. Make sure you get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. While the oil is heating, I'm going to cut 1 medium-sized potato that's been peeled, washed, and patted dry into rounds that are 1 centimeter thick, which is a little over 1/4 inch. I'm using Yukon Gold, but you can use any potatoes you like. Then we'll add the sliced potatoes into the pan with the hot olive oil, and you want to make sure they're on a single layer. And we're going to go between 3 to 4 minutes per side until the potatoes are lightly fried. In the meantime, let's get the rest of our ingredients ready. I'm going to roughly chop 2 medium-sized tomatoes, and finally chop 1 small onion and roughly chop 6 cloves of garlic. Then we'll move back to the pan. After frying the potatoes between 3 to 4 minutes per side, and they're lightly golden fried, at this stage you don't have to fully cook them through. We'll remove them from the pan and set them aside. And we'll season the potatoes with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. Now once again, using the same pan with the same heat, we'll add in the chopped onion and garlic. And we'll mix the ingredients around continuously, that way they evenly saute. After 3 to 4 minutes and the onions are nice and translucent, I'm going to add in a teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is 2.5 grams. And we'll give it a quick mix. And like I've told you in prior videos, when you're working with paprika in a hot pan, you want to mix it in there quickly. Otherwise, you can easily get a bitter flavor. Then we'll add in the chopped tomatoes and season everything with sea salt and just a kiss of freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a mix until it's well mixed together. And at this stage, you don't have to mix this around continuously, but do get under every 1 to 2 minutes. That way all the tomatoes evenly saute. In the meantime, let's get our final ingredients ready. I'm going to drain 2 cans of tuna in olive oil into a fine sieve with a bowl underneath. Size of the cans that I'm using are 4 ounces, which is 110 grams each. Make sure you get the Spanish tuna I'm using in the description box below. And we'll gently flake the tuna. And as for the olive oil from the canned tuna, we're not going to use it in this recipe, but by all means don't toss it, as you can use it as a salad dressing or even to make some delicious scrambled eggs. We'll also cut off a tip from the top of a head of garlic and reserve 1 cup of rice, which is 190 grams. I'm using Spanish short grain rice, which is similar to arborio. Of course, you can use any rice you like. Just make sure to check the package instructions. That way you get your liquid to rice ratios right on the money. Then we'll move back to the pan. After sauteing the tomatoes between 5 to 6 minutes and they're lightly sauteed, and once again I've been mixing this every 1 to 2 minutes, we'll add in the rice, along with the drained tuna and our pan roasted pine nuts. And we'll give it a mix until it's well mixed together. Then we'll grab our simmering vegetable broth and gently add it into the pan. And we'll give it one final mix, that way everything's evenly distributed. Then we'll turn off the heat, add our fried potatoes back into the pan, once again on a single layer. And our head of garlic cut side down in the middle. And we'll add our pan into a preheated oven, 200 degrees Celsius, which is 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're going to go for about 20 minutes here until all the broth has been absorbed and the rice is just cooked through. After about 20 minutes and the rice is just cooked through and all that broth has been absorbed, this is ready to go. I'm going to remove the pan from the oven. And we'll serve this directly out of the pan, garnish with some fresh parsley. Check it out, our Spanish baked rice with tuna and tomatoes is done. Easy to make, beautiful presentation, and all done in about 45 minutes. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Once again, folks, arroz al horno con atún y tomate, one of the most unknown recipes from Spain, from the beautiful region of Valencia. So excited to try this. Here we go. That's so good. I want to lock myself in the closet, take this in there with me, and not share it with anyone. Seriously, this should be one of the most popular rice dishes from Spain. The rice absorbed everything in the pan, and the rest of the ingredients, that lift of goodness, with the tuna and the tomato really shining through. Super good, easy to make. Give it a try at home. Once again, next to a garden salad and a bottle of Spanish wine from the beautiful region of Alicante, you can have yourself a fabulous meal. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Beverly and Sharon. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button. Leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.